Happy New Year! You're seeing this video now. You made it. You've made it this far. And I think you deserve to pat yourself on the back because, you know, 2021 was not for the weak. Life is all about progression. It's not about being stagnant and keeping ourselves at the same place where we were as last year. We're all about growth and elevation. So I want to break down these 10 things that I believe we should leave alone forever to progress. If you're new to the MAEVUIM YouTube channel, hi, it's your girl MAEVUIM. You can call me May, where I show young women how to level up and become the better version of themselves while I'm doing it myself. So it's not like I'm gonna be hypocritical. I'm in the process with y'all. So without further ado, I'm gonna get to the 10 things we should leave in the past forever. Not just 2021. All right, let's get into it. Y'all like the blue on me? I've decided to try colors out again. Number one thing to leave in the past, 2021, whatever, forever, is belittling. I think that once we belittle other people, it projects insecurities in ourselves. So don't go out with putting out that type of energy into the world thinking that it's helping people. I know a lot of people think that cussing people out, like where I was raised, and I did confront my parents on this. I'm like, this wasn't helping me growing up. How you compare me to other people, make me feel less than to think that it's motivating me. And you know, I know for a fact I did not feel good when people would throw negativity at me and think that it's gonna have a positive impact. So don't belittle yourself, don't belittle others, don't judge and critique what other people are going through and where they're at in life, because I promise you, you don't know where they're gonna be tomorrow. You don't know what that young entrepreneur is gonna make next year, tomorrow, next month. You don't know what that singer-songwriter is gonna do. The people you compare these other people to, you don't know what they've done or where they've gone or what they've been through to get where they're at. So I strongly advise you, do not belittle other people. That is the number one thing on my list to leave in the past forever. Always implement improvement and encouragement, because it's better than telling people negativity, because it's already hard as is to go your own route, to do what you want to do, and to be in other people's ears telling them, oh, you're supposed to do this person's doing it like that, cut that. No, we're not doing that. Leave that alone in the past forever. It's not cool, it's not nice, it's not positive. It has more of a negative demeanor than positive. So do not belittle people. 2, okay, financial illiteracy. And I know this is big, and I was just reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it's talking about how people that become doctors or well-paying people of society, and they still struggle with money because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to make their money last. All they know is to go to work for a check and repeat the cycle. So I encourage you to read books, network, communicate, learn how to manage your money better. Learn how to resource your money in ways where it's you don't have to slave for it 24/7, or have a better understanding and education of how money works. Okay, I think the biggest problem, especially in our communities, is we are not financially literate. And I feel once we get a grip on that and a power of how much we understand how much our money is being spent and how much value it is, we can honestly improve ourselves and honestly become better people functioning in society. So don't think that just because you got yourself in a financial loophole that there isn't a way out. Do not give up and keep drawing yourself, digging yourself deep into a bigger financial hole, okay? There are scholarships out there when you go to college, if you decide to go to college. There are secure credit cards if your credit is bad. Do not think that it's the end of the world just because you have a debit card. That's a whole nother video. I really can't educate you on, but I could probably link some videos into stuff that can help you understanding just simple stuff. A lot of people think that, just going to work and getting a check is life. No, it's about balancing that money as well. So overcoming this financial illiteracy in our communities is something we need to leave in the past. We need to be financially literate. That's non-negotiable moving forward. Number 3, doubt. Doubting yourself is probably the worst thing you could possibly do for yourself. It makes you feel like you're not going to be good enough to even try to go out and accomplish your dreams, or to even see yourself having a good future, because all that doubt, that negative energy. I feel like doubt is a demon. You keep feeling yourself into a lower, frequency, to you not even wanting to get up out of your bed, to make your bed, to eat good food. just feeling like you're not good enough. Don't doubt yourself. You are still breathing to this day. If you're watching my video and you woke up this morning, there should be no reason that you should doubt yourself into not becoming a better person for tomorrow. Doubt is not doing nothing good for you. So me, I'm a Sagittarius. I always think positive. Always think about the positive. Darkness cannot survive in light. So don't even indulge in that. Number 4 is cutting toxic ties. Whether you have unhealthy relationship with friends, family, jobs, food, boys, whatever, anything that makes you feel like you can't become a better person or keeps you stuck. I'm not saying be irresponsible, but weigh out your options. Think about a plan and devise a plan for you to free yourself from these toxic ties, generational curses, toxic traditions, toxic narrative, things that keep you stuck at a lower place in life. You need to understand, soul ties is not just committed through sex. I know it's the biggest one, but it's where your mind is at with the relationship to other things in this world is strong, okay? And you need to really just eliminate yourself. Hey, let's just say if you're watching TV too much, be did I spend way too much time doing this? What could I have been doing instead of just committing myself to watching TV? I know y'all screen times be well over 10 hours unless you work on your phone, but it's ridiculous. All those things that you could be doing with your time to be be more productive and bettering yourself in life and having that dream life that you really desire is all, cut off by distraction. So anything that's keeping you stagnant or holding you back, cut it off. People, boyfriends, whatever, cut it off. It's not cool. It's not gonna help you. 5, the 5th thing that I have on my list for leaving things in the past forever is just stop rejecting help. There's helpful people, therapists, psychiatrists, counselors, and affordable websites that you could look up as well in your area and states wherever you live that could help you fight through the things that make you traumatized as a person to this day. Remind you, who you are today is a reflection of what you've been through. So if you think you're a bitter person, and you think you're a nasty, not nice person, go talk to a therapist. They don't know you. They can't judge you. And there's a lot of, resources in our communities that can help us afford those things. You just gotta take some time out of your day and weigh out your options. Is this really gonna help me? I'm not saying therapy doesn't help, but for me, I think it's really helped me have a better, clearer mind and be more at peace with who I am today so I can be better for tomorrow. Do not reject the help. And I know the number one common thing people be saying when therapy is brought into conversation, especially when it comes to brown people, is that, why are you telling a stranger my business or my family business? Bro, honestly, it's either I tell this person that put themselves through 4, 5, 6 years of school, put themselves $80,000 in debt to help people, put their basically life, what I think, financial lifeline on the line to help people because they feel like this is better for us. Or talk to a toxic older individual who believes that tradition is tradition. What do you want to do? You want to break the tie and continue it. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And I feel it's up to you to make that ultimate decision what you want to do. And I really strongly encourage you guys to really speak to that professional because they can help you through it. Yeah, you can say it and make all these motivational videos. I'm trying to talk to myself all I want, but going to these people that can help you understand why you do what you do is really helpful. So don't reject the help. So the 6th thing that I have on my list today is lack of accountability. We need to leave this in the past forever because if you don't hold yourself accountable for where you're at, especially if you're somebody who's moving at your own pace, want to do what you want in your own life, you have to hold yourself accountable. Think about what you did wrong yesterday, what you can do better today. Mind you, as soon as you become an adult, 18, you're kind of responsible for everything you do. Yeah, you may have a relationship to your parents or whatever, but there's only limited what they can do for you as well. So understand that where you are in life is because of where you want it to be. This is where you're at because whatever decisions you made today or yesterday affects you today. So if you look back and be like, I could have had $1,000 and you just bought a $700 pair of shoes, don't complain. Hold yourself accountable for that. You could have made a better financial decision if you didn't, you know what I'm saying? It's just an example if you didn't buy shoes. So hold yourself accountable to the things and fix it. Number 7. Okay, this one's a little spicy one. But one of the things that you should leave in the past forever is lack of sexual discipline. I know that, especially in this hip-hop culture where all they do is talk about sex, money, my D is big, this is wet, this body part is wet, all this type of things. And like, yeah, that stuff does influence people to do stuff that they don't want to, or like, you know, subliminally, you know what I'm saying, thinking that it's okay to do. And I think that like you need to get a grip onto reality in a way and understand that it's a cause and effect. If you out here sleeping with hundreds of people, male or female, just know you are imprinting 100 people. And it's like, don't question why your mentality is kind of messed up, because you got all these type of energy transfers going on, and you can really control that. Like, limit your sexual partners, limit how many people you sleep with. Like, don't be afraid to ask somebody to get tested. Don't be afraid to tell people no. Fight if you got to. I'm just being, you know, speaking in a general sense, but it's like, just stop giving people your attention, especially your sexual energy. That's the strongest energy you can give out to the world, okay? That's birth. And I'm tired of seeing so many people complaining about, my baby daddy ain't this, baby mama ain't that. Like, if you have more control in your sexual discipline or discernment down there, you wouldn't even be in the situation that you're at. I understand, you know, life happens, but this is just me having that older talk. If you're a younger viewer, there's like that older sister talk that I wish that people could have gave to other people in our communities. Stop thinking that just because somebody wants to sleep with you that you the shit. You're not. It's human nature. People want to sleep with people, okay? Control yourself. Stop letting people having a piece of you. Another thing I noticed is that because being hypersexual is like a sign of like trauma in a way, get some help. It's okay. Talk to a professional. They legally can't tell your business. Tell people what you're going through, what you've been through, why you want to overcome this. The fact that you even reach out to a professional shows that you want to grow. And understand, like, when you're hypersexual, obviously people are very sexual, okay? But it's like hypersexual to the point where you don't even care who you sleep with. That can be a bit of a problem. It's a sign of trauma, like I stated before. You don't need to be sharing your body with everybody. It's like people that overeat and stuff like that. They do it to feel better, but in long term, it doesn't really help. It's a short-term fix for a long-time disaster, basically. Control yourself. It is better for you to say, you know what, I'm good. Post-nut clarity, damn it. Like, do something. Stop just sleeping with people. Number 8. The 8th thing to leave in 2021 and in the past forever is being delusional. I feel like a lot of us have intuition. Men, well, guys use logic, women use intuition, okay? But we all kind of have that like subconscious going on in our head that tells us what it is, what it ain't. I know our body tells us differently, but like we are able to dictate what it is and what it ain't, okay? Excuse a little improper language, but it's like, you know what's reality and you know what's not. So stop fighting yourself, stop fighting your intuition, stop fighting your logic when you make decisions. Think long term. Think, how is this going to affect me tomorrow? Think, is this going to better me or make me a worse person for tomorrow? Think, is this going to help me just for now or is this going to hurt me forever? Stop being delusional. Number 9. Okay. So the 9th thing to leave in the past forever is the lack of self-respect. This kind of boils everything down in a nutshell, but the way you talk, the way you present yourself to the public, the way you allow other people to treat you all shows how much you respect yourself. So you tell yourself you're this type of person and you letting all type of people call you all kinds of names, letting people overwork you, letting people take advantage of you. No. It's okay to just say no. If somebody tells you want to do something you want to do, no. And if they don't want to do it, that's fine. That's not in my control. Take yourself out of these situations. You need to understand you have a lot more power than you think that you have. And I think that the way you present yourself to the public, the way you speak, the way you act shows how much you respect yourself, and how you allow other people to treat you shows how much you respect yourself. So having that type of like discernment moving forward is a must. Another thing that's very detrimental to self-respect is presentation. Hygiene, hair, clothes, everything. I'm not saying wear your tip-top best clothes outside. What I'm saying, don't be going outside in bonnets. I know it's controversial. Don't be going outside with like pajamas. Like obviously people wear sweatpants and stuff, cool. But like I'm just saying, the things that are meant to be worn in the house, keep them in the house. Wearing ass shorts outside, It's not presentable. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. It's not presentable. Make sure that you're always holding yourself to a high standard once you leave your house. Because once you leave your house, it's whatever the public is gonna perceive you as, not as what you perceive yourself in the house. If you're calling yourself a high quality person, going out with ass shorts and your ass hanging out with your pants sagging, no, it's not gonna work. That's not how this works. Always carry yourself and represent yourself with respect. That's one thing my father always told me. So that's just my message from him, from me to you. I understand a lot of people may not have positive influences around them. That's why I created this YouTube channel, to show this is like a safe place. I'm not sitting here judging you because I was once in your situation. But obviously being a resource to help people as well when, you know, they're trying to better themselves, I'll be here. All you gotta do is DM me. Cool. Got it. All right, so let's move on to the 10th thing. So the 10th thing on my list to leave in the past forever is poor eating habits. Poor eating habits. It's affected me my whole life. I've been having eating disorders my entire life, mainly because like I didn't really have access to therapy and stuff like that. I wasn't really comfortable. I felt like I was in a healthy mindset to go get like proper help and stuff to deal and to cope with poor eating habits, because poor eating habits is like connected to trauma, connecting to coping. People eat as a coping mechanism just as much as like they go out having sex randomly with a bunch of people as a coping mechanism. So I want you to understand that poor eating habits, you need to think long term about the food you eat. If you're gonna eat this food high in calories, sugars, starches, and all this stuff, think about how it's gonna affect you in the long run. You don't wanna be 40 with like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, things that could have been avoided. And I know that's something that affects our communities deeply. I always want you to know what you always put in your body is just a reflection of what you're thinking. Like, I was watching this video the other day from Surviving Vegan. She was saying like how if people eat like candies and chips and stuff like that, it's just a coping mechanism as a child. Because you know how when you're young, they give you candy. Oh, here's this piece of candy for winning this. So it's like you almost feel like it's rewarding you by eating these bad foods 24/7. So also just take note of that as well, you know what I'm saying? Please seek out like professional help in this matter. I'm not a professional, I'm just your average individual just trying to put out, you know, a message that it gets better, okay? That is all the 10 things that I have for this video to leave in 2021 and in the past forever. I want you guys to also make sure, hey, I'm not coming at you sideways. I want everybody to realize that we can better ourselves once we have self-awareness and acknowledging that, hey, there are certain things that's a problem and it can get better. Shoot a comment down below. Let me know what advice that I've given that could probably help you out. Also, just like the video, share it. I want to reach other people as well. I don't want to just reach my, you know, daily 130-something people. But I want you guys to also know, like, hey, this is a safe place, as I've stated before. I'm not judging you. I once was in your situation. That's why I'm able to acknowledge these things, because I've been through it, okay? And I also want you guys to know nobody's better than anybody in this world. I know a lot of people just feel down. Like, they automatically resort to a negative approach to things like this because they feel like, oh, she looks this way, she talks this way, her life is not the same as mine. But you've probably been through things that I couldn't make it through. I've been through things that you couldn't make it through. But it's all about getting to our final destination together. So that's all that I have for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll be back with a new video. And Happy New Year.